Dr. Richardson, thank you very much for being with us for this episode of Business Connect. You're the Managing Director of OVEC, the Overseas Education Center. Please tell us, how long has the OVEC been around and what does it do?
So Overseas Education Center, or OVEC as we all call it, has been set up in the year 2002. We are a facilitator for higher education abroad. So we offer free services to students and their parents, and we facilitate all the procedures to get a university. And we, most of the time, sort of customize our services to what sort of qualification the students have and what their parents can afford, because as you know, education is quite expensive, so we offer them the different options from which they can choose.
I remember myself when I was a student back in the early 2000s that the trend for international studies was going to the UK.
Yes, of course.
How has this evolved to where we are now?
Oh yes, the tendency changes nearly every 2 years, I would say. At the beginning, we all wanted to go to UK because all our teachers have been formed there, and most of all, we watch TV. Everything used to be from UK because we're a British colony. But then the problem arose once UK stopped giving those 2 years work permit. And so students were looking for other options. And Australia at that time was quite popular, and many students went to Australia. And then a third factor came into being, Canada. Canada started to come here like 10 years ago, and in Canada, the government funds the education so that the cost of living is very, very cheap compared to what it is in the other countries. In Canada, it is 12,000 Canadian dollar, which is 300,000 rupees. In Australia, it is nearly 500,000 rupees, and the same in UK. Right, so this is one financial factor, and the other factor is work permit. So most Mauritians would like to go and have work experience. And of course, if they get the option of getting permanent residence, that would be great, because in Mauritius, sometimes they don't find jobs. And well, we are not saying they should all stay there, but many would come back with experience and money that we have got, and they come as a citizen of the world, and also in Mauritius. I've seen so many students coming here to set up with all the experience they earn abroad. Anyway, let's come back to the main subject. That is now Australia would offer 2 years work permit, and just recently, last month, they extended that to 3 years work permit if you stay in what they call a regional university. You study at a regional university, which is outside the main towns, such as Melbourne and Sydney. Right, but however, in Australia, not only is the cost of living high, but also getting a permanent residence is on a case-to-case basis. So you're not sure of getting your permanent residence because they've got a priority list of jobs, which changes quite often. So you're not sure about that. So the best alternative to them is going to Canada. After your 3 years work permit, after your study, you get 3 years work permit, and after that, you sort of get automatic permanent residence. And what Canada also offers to them is this, what we call cooperative education, or co-op. The thing is that for one semester, you study in class, and the next semester, you go out in industry, you work, and you earn money. So Mauritian parents who don't earn much find this very, very interesting. And most of all, it offers you this work experience, which is very necessary once they go out in the business world.
There's a word that you keep mentioning, is permanent residence. Why is this so important in the education of people who want to pursue tertiary education?
Because parents are quite concerned. Many students that have studied, well, here or abroad, they don't find jobs in Mauritius. And it's a small country, a small market. So I think the most successful sector is doing your own business. And how to do your own business is going abroad, getting such experience. Like in Canada, you are a citizen, and then you earn a lot, and then after many years you come back and set up your own business. And it's also for the good of the country. They bring new ideas, and well, they've got the financial capital necessary for investment in their own business.
You work as a search facilitator looking for tailor-made universities or programs for students. Yes. But all this is available online now.
Yes, but the service we offer is we talk to parents, we talk to students, we help them to do their visas, and we follow up on them. If there's any trouble when they go abroad, the parents just contact us, and we phone the university, and we settle all problem. We do the troubleshooting for them. We do the babysitting for them, because the parents now all work, they have no time, and so we do everything for them, and our services are really, really free.
With all the information that is available now and all the improvement in technology, it is possible for students themselves to look for their universities. What does the OVEC do that is so special?
Yes, of course, most of them who come to see us, they've already gone search on the Google or online or wherever. And once they come to us, they have already chosen, say, we want to go there, but please help us do the procedures. And we are here, we've got the direct contact. And what's most important, every year we do at least 2 international education fairs. The last one was last weekend. And they come and talk personally to the representatives. So they got a contact, and it's a great networking. And most of all, before they go abroad, well, we look for their accommodation, their flights. We do a gathering, a farewell party, and all the students and their parents get together, they network, and it's fantastic, because as a student, you sort of have contacts with all the other students, and you travel all over the countries where you are, and it's a really fantastic life student once you got this networking at the very beginning.
From what I understand is previously, during the early years of OVEC, you would advise people which country to choose, which university to go, and it would be according to their budget. This trend has shifted now. People already know where they want to study, at which university. It's just you help them with the facilitation of getting there.
Yes, and most of all, I need to see what the parents can afford, because most students would just say they've seen the Hollywood films, I want to go to USA, I want to go to UK, whatever they see on the TV. And my job is to make them see the reality, what's the real cost, and show them the options. For example, I take an example. Nottingham University is a very famous UK university, but the parents can't afford to pay the cost of living in England. So I give them 3 options. You can go to China, where cost of living is only 60,000 rupees per year, or you can go to Malaysia, Nottingham Malaysia campus. It is 150,000 per year, or you can go to UK, where it is nearly 550,000 rupees per year for the cost of living. So they really save a lot. And there are so many sort of options, like you can spend the first year in China, Nottingham China campus, second year in Nottingham Malaysia campus, and finish up the last year in UK. So this is a wonderful experience, and the more smart students will always do that.
I have decided to study aviation because I'm interested to pursue my career in it, and I'm thinking to do it in Canada. Well, I'm passing through OVEC because they're very helpful. They'll help me a lot during my application for the university, and also I'll get a bit of counseling from the representatives which are coming from Canada, which I will get more information about the university.
But all these information were not available online?
Yeah, these informations were available online, but you know, it's better to talk in person with the representative. Well, on the internet, it's a bit difficult to understand it. Some parts might be a bit dark, but when the representative is here, I can clear all my doubts concerning my undergraduate course.